So today you will be using fraction, addition, and subtraction for A, page 1. So on A, we're going to be adding and subtracting fractions using models. So let's go ahead and shade in 1/3 plus 1/3 equals 2/3. We can also write it 1/3 plus 1/3 equals 2/3. Letter B, we have 1 whole, so we will jump 1 whole. And then 5/8. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eighths. So we can label 1 and 1/8, 1 and 2/8, 1 and 3/8, 1 and 4/8, 1 and 5/8. Plus 1/8. So our second number line, we add 1/8. So 1 and 5/8 plus 1/8 equals 1 and 6/8. So to this 5/8, we add 1/8. So 5/8 plus 1/8 equals 6/8 and 1 whole, 1 and 6/8. We could also draw our number line. Above our number line, draw a fraction bar and then break it up using the tick marks on the number line. And here's 1 whole. So you would shade in 1 whole. And then 5/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5/8. 1 and 5/8 plus 1/8. Okay, letter C. You are adding 1 whole, 1 and 2/6. So we're going to shade in 1 whole. And then 2/6 plus 3/6. And that equals 2, 1 whole, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/6. So 1 and 5/6. So 1 whole, and then you could also bring these 3. This one will go there, there, and there. And that would give you 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/6. Remember that your denominator stays the same. Letter D, 1 and 8/12. So here's 1 whole. And 8/12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And in this problem, remember we need to pay attention to our symbols, and that is a subtraction synonym, subtraction. So we're going to take away. So from this model, I'm going to take away 3/12. So 1, 2, 3, and that leaves me with 1 whole and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/12. I can also write it as 1 and 8/12 minus 3/12, which equals 2,8,765, and your 1 whole. Sorry. Letter E, we have 2 and 5/10. So I'm going to shade in 2 whole. And then 5/10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5/10. So I'm going to subtract 1 and 1/10. So I'm going to subtract 1 whole. So remove that one. 1 and 1/10. 1 whole and 1/10. So what do I have left? I have 1 whole and 1, 2, 3, 4. 4/10. So my answer is 1 and 4/10. I can write it horizontally. 1 and 5/10 minus 1 and 1/10 equals 1 and 4/10. Because 5 minus 1 is 4, and your denominator stays the same. Letter F, we have 4 and 3/4. So I'm going to shade a 4 and 3/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3/4. I'm going to take away, subtract 1 and 1/4. So subtract 1 whole, and then the fraction 1/4, 1 out of 4. What do I have left? I have 1 whole, 1 whole, 1 whole, and 2 out of 4. So my answer is 1, 2, 3, and 2/4. Another way to say 2/4 is, so what number is equal to 2/4? Well, 2/4 is half, right? Because your numerator is half of the denominator. So this can also be 3 1/2. So 4 and 3/4 minus 1 and 1/4 equals 3 minus 1 is 2/4. 4 minus 1 is 3. So 3 and 2/4. Letter G. Mrs. Zamora used 2 3/6 quarts of cranberry juice and 1 2/6 quarts of raspberry juice to make a fruit drink for her children. Which of the following equation shows how to find the number of quarts of fruit drink she made? So here's the cranberry juice and here's the raspberry juice. It says that she used 2 3/6. So this right here, your cranberry juice, this is 2 3/6. And then 1 2/6 of raspberry juice. They want to know how to find the number of quarts of fruit drink she made, the number of quarts. So we are combining. If we're combining, we are adding. So we need to go in here and look at our equations. We know that we are not subtracting, so we are going to eliminate those, which is A. I can eliminate A. So we can put a sad face right there because we know that one's not it, and D is not it. Because they are subtracting. So now let's go ahead and write our equations. So we want to find out how much fruit drink she made. So 2 3/6 plus 1 2/6. We have the same denominators. And if we look at our answer choices, there's one that does not have the same denominator. So we can already eliminate that one. This one right here, letter B, it doesn't have the same denominator. So we actually already found our answer, but let's double check. So 2 3/6 plus 1 2/6 equals, well, 3 plus 2 is 5. My denominator stays the same. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 5 6. So 2 3/6 plus 1 2/6 equals 3 5 6. So there's my answer. Letter H. Armando and Carson are putting together the same puzzle. The shaded part of each model represents the fraction of the puzzle each boy has completed. So this one shows us what Armando completed, and this one shows us what Carson completed. Which expression can be used to find the difference? And what does the word difference mean? To subtract between the fraction of the puzzle Armando completed and the fraction of the puzzle Carson completed. So we are looking for the difference. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is you need to label your models. So this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's 12 shaded out of 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So my denominator is 20. Carson has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 shaded out of 17, 18, 19, 20. 16 out of 20. So they want us to find the difference between these two. So I am going to write my subtraction sentence. Remember, Carson has completed more. So his fraction is going to be first, and we're going to subtract 12 over 20. So let's see which one has this equation, which one has this expression. So this is 20 over 17. Look at my denominators. They are not the same. So this one is out. My denominators are not the same. This one is out. Look at these guys. Not the same. The denominators, again, are not the same. So that's out. This is the only one that has the same denominators. And then let's check our numerator. 16 over 20 minus 12 over 20. And here's your answer. That was letter H. Letter I, which expression is equivalent to 6 over 5? So the first thing we need to do is look at our denominator. Our denominator is 5. So let's go and see which ones we can eliminate. So this one is a 6 and this one is a 5. Well, these are different denominators, so we know that one's out. They want to know which one is equal to 6 over 5. So our denominator, remember, has to be 5. This one has a denominator of 6, so that one's out. This one has a denominator of 5. This one has a denominator of 5, 6, 6, 5. This one is out. So now let's check our work. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 over 5. There's my answer. Letter J. Aiden bought 7 8 pounds of red apples, 5 8 pounds of yellow apples, and 2 3/8 pounds of banana. What was the difference between the weight of the apples and the weight of the bananas? So again, what was the difference between the weight of the apples? So difference means to subtract. We're looking for the weight of apples and we're looking for the weight of bananas. So Aiden bought 7 8 pounds of red apples. So do I need that? Yes, I do. He bought 5 8 pounds of yellow apples. So these are apples, these are apples. So yes, I need that. And then 2 3/8 pounds of bananas. So yes, I need that. So what am I going to do in this problem? So first I need to find the weight of my apples. So we said that my apples weigh 7 8. So I'm going to write 7 8 is for my red apples. And then plus 5 eighths are for my yellow apples. So 7 plus 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is 12 over 8. I'm going to go ahead and draw my model. So let me draw a model for this. So here's my model. This is 7 8 for my red apples. And these are my yellow apples, which are 5 8. So I'm going to go ahead and shade in 7 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus 5 over 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we know that 7 plus 5 equals 12. So I can move this one over here and make one whole. So when I add these, this can also equal to one whole and 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 out of 8, 1 4/8. So now I am going to subtract 2 3/8 because they want to know the difference between the apples. So I know that these are the apples and I want to subtract it from the bananas. My bananas are 2 3/8. So I'm going to go ahead and draw 2 3/8. I'm also going to write my equation. So I'm going to draw 2 whole. And they're going to be broken up into eighths. So here are my 2 whole and now I need to draw my 3/8. I'm going to go ahead and shade in. So again, these are my bananas. This is the bananas that I have. I'm going to shade in 2 whole. And then 3 out of 8. So now let's shade in our 3/8. So here's 2 3/8. So again, this is using a model to solve. So here I have 2 3/8. Now let me write my equation. So it's 2 3/8 minus 1 4/8. So from here, let's go ahead and take away 4/8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then let's take away one whole. What do I have left, boys and girls? Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 over 8. Okay, on your own, you will go ahead and complete numbers 1 through 10. 1 through 10. Make sure you're paying attention to the symbols and draw your models, draw number lines if you need to, draw fraction bars, and read them very carefully.